Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments. It really helps my channel to grow. Okay, it really helps get my readings out to a wider audience. And again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And if this reading is not for you and it doesn't resonate, then don't make it fit. Okay, let's see. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And Seven of Cups. And then we got King of Pentacles in reverse. And we have Empress. Then we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. So what I am getting, Divine Feminine. And with this King of Pentacles in reverse, there has been several times a masculine has taken a hell of a lot of wealth. You see how this person is just staring at the cups. This masculine figure who hasn't done the work for this money has took a hell of a lot of money through taking some sort of work, research, studies, business ideas. It could be anything surrounding that of Divine Feminine. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Several times this King of Pentacles has done this. Page of Pentacles, yeah, it could be some sort of studies. Page of Pentacles can symbolise like studies, so maybe if you discover something new or you think about something new, any way, shape or form, this King of Pentacles keeps coming on in and taking this. We've got the Devil card, then we have the Strength in reverse, 6 of Swords and 7 of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting that this is a solar spirit, okay? Something surrounding quieting, wow, quieting the Divine Feminine's strength, trying to quieten the Divine Feminine's voice, but this is a fruit of this Divine Feminine's labour. And this masculine King of Pentacles doesn't have to be an earth sign masculine, could be any sign, could be a Capricorn, strong on the Capricorn energy. Several times. 8 of Pentacles. And then we have Justice in reverse and 7 of Swords. So this masculine could have been caught out, okay? A lot of corruption, a lot of injustice, a lot of corruption, a lot of injustice. Could have been caught sneaking into your property, okay? By some sort of neighbour's CCTV cameras, just to have a look around and see what he can take. 5 of Pentacles. Wants you to be left out in the cold. Wants you to be in poverty. Wants to keep taking time and time again. There's a lot of injustice coming through. A lot of corruption. I'm getting there's also female figure or figures involved in this also, and they could love the 4 of 8 of Swords, not getting caught up for this. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. So you could be feeling like you're working at a loss. And I feel like that because I've had that much taken from me, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So I can understand how frustrating it is. Maybe you could have cried, okay, because you could have studied around the clock. You could have done whatever you can to try and build up your own empire, and they keep taking it down. You've got the Star card in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to see you shine, okay? People maybe in this connection, they don't want to heal. They just want to steal. Page of Cups in reverse and the Death card, and then we have the Ten of Swords and Ten of Cups. Wow. So this could be something surrounding child abuse, okay? So you could have spoke out about something what in your childhood. You could have tried to fight for some sort of justice, and the justice system refuses to give justice. Two of Swords in reverse. I'm seeing through this. The justice system is refusing to give justice when they work within the justice system, and they are supposed to. They are supposed to. 555 on the clock there. They are supposed to be working under the Most High. Wow. They are supposed to be working under the Most High. They are supposed to be working under Archangel Michael. Okay, and they are supposed to be bringing justice. So I'm getting that this is like a misogynist group, and wow, somebody maybe doesn't want you to speak out about this either. 6 of Wands, they want recognition. Maybe they could have tried to take recognition for somebody else's hard work. Could be a married couple involved. And here we go. This could be actually hitting the news. You could be getting the news out there. You could be a news reporter. You could be trying to contact news reporters. 3 of Wands in reverse, but there was 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, sorry. So they could be restricting who view, if you have a channel, they could be restricting who views your channel. Okay, there's something surrounding restricting growth. If you have social media and you've spoke out about this on social media and you're trying to report on this, they will shut you down. 4 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. There could be an ex also involved in this. Okay, somebody who you was with, somebody who you could have children with, and if that is the case, that this masculine who you have child or children with, they feel that they should have rights to any of this because you have a child or children with them. So they're even involved in coming in and taking whatever they can, whatever they want. Boom. Secrets have been revealed. 9 of Wands in reverse. They don't even feel guilty about this, or they don't want to be found guilty. And this could be why they are doing some very dodgy, low vibrational things. Because they don't want to get caught out, but the divine has caught them. They could be under spiritual surveillance. The divine has caught them. Something surrounding sneaking in and out of divine feminine's property. Seeing what else there is to take. King of Swords in reverse, an air sign, masculine. So there's lots of different signs involved in this. Scorpio energy. We have a Page of Swords in reverse. They're even getting children involved in robbery and theft. Even getting children involved in robbery, theft, stalking. Believe strange encounters. They could be experiencing strange encounters. They could be experiencing strange encounters. Then we have bank failure and fake friends. And then someone peering through an opening. Maybe it's sometimes you didn't even feel safe or secure in your own home. I am getting spying, trying to watch your every move, okay? Fake friends also involved in local community. 4 of Wands, they don't want you to feel safe in your hometown or your home community. There's a lot of bank corruption going down. That could be money laundering, racketeering, not having, these people could not have like so much money in their account 1 minute, and then overnight they've deposited a large amount of money into their bank accounts. So fake friends are involved, and quite possibly even if you are not like really friends with these people, you know, maybe even people who work at the local shops, they're going to be in your face asking you if you're alright, because they know exactly 11/11 what's going on. They want to keep it a secret though. Wow, my throat chakra. See, I swear, unless I start doing these readings, my throat don't even mess up. So something surrounding me want you to stay quiet and not speak out and not stand up for yourself when they keep doing the same things time after time after time. They're doing the same things time and time again. Sister love. They could also be a sister involved, a karmic sister, a sibling who you loved, who you really cared about, also involved in this corruption. Thinks it's funny, and they got a voice. And the sight, okay, so you could be going to a psychic medium to look into this, okay? They could be going to a psychic medium to look into this to see if they're going to get caught. They chose to do the wrong thing time and time and time again. So money what's been stolen has been used to have this feminine, this gifted feminine watched. Very cunning, very devious, very conniving, and very deceitful. At some point this could have made you have a mental breakdown, because all they keep doing is the same thing. They keep coming in and they keep more corruption, more pain, more taking, more backstabbing, more betrayal. A dysfunctional family is involved. That could be pretty much 1313. That could be pretty much majority of your family involved in this. Also, there could be stealing your mail. It could be opening your mail. Could be re-diverting your mail. There could also be another bank account in your name. Poisoned apple, jealousy, and because of this jealousy, this envy, and they don't want to give back what they've stolen, they could be trying to poison this divine feminine so she can't speak out and can't speak the truth. But if you see how this female figure is, she has her hands together. Keep praying to the Most High, okay? Keep praying to the divine. Healing. You could be trying to focus on healing. Healing yourself, healing your child, healing your children. Purity. They want to take your purity. Promises. They've all made promises to each other. They've all made promises to each other. And then we've got sacrifice. To sacrifice this feminine, maybe child or children. Could be several times or more. To keep taking everything. And then when they go in, do this sick rituals to sacrifice. Because they feel that they're entitled to take anything. And and some sort of potion in there. Don't drink the potion. Be careful of what you are drinking, because these are very poisonous, venomous, malicious people. With the 8 swords in reverse, that you could be coming out of maybe some sort of mental entrapment. Maybe they could be trying to get this feminine locked up to cover up, or put in hospital, fire poisoning or backstabbing, betrayal, hexes, death hex, to make you appear to be ungrounded. So I am getting that even doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists are also involved in the cover-up. Okay, very deceptive. Also involved in the cover-up. They could be literally working day and night to cover their tracks because they want to keep it a secret, okay? They could be trying to get into a secret society, or they could be creating their own secret society. Words. Maybe your words have been stolen. You know, if you are studying and if something comes from your head, your heart, your sole purpose, they want to straight up copy and paste that. Wow. So they really don't want you to speak out because they are literally trying to close up your throat chakra. They could be trying to shut your child, your children up via anything, any way, shape or form, so they can't speak out because they're disgusting. Love theft magic. Someone is doing magic or spell work to take your love from you. So they could be in the process, if you have a child or children, to take your children, or they've already done some sick sacrificing to take your children in order to cover up that they've stolen a hell of a lot of money, family curse. And then even family members and even the children's father has got on doing family curses on his own child or children. Okay, family members are doing that on their own sibling, their own daughter, their own family. They're hexing and cursing their own family out of the love for money. So they're all popping and off in different areas and getting some sick spell work done. Somebody's using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. But this family member's doing this. The children's father is doing this to the children's mother because he's just all about the money and he's hexed and cursed his own children. And he wants the child or children to grow up with abandonment issues. Your person feels abandoned by you and not liking it. This could be if you left a domestic violence or a toxic relationship. If you had a rainbow baby, they've took your rainbow baby. But again, this is past, future or present, but there's definitely something surrounding money laundering, and there's definitely something surrounding cashing checks. A lot has been stolen and a lot of corruption is going down, but they're all in like the different areas, different teams or what have you, and they've all spun off in their different directions. They're doing mirror magic. Somebody's using mirror work to bring you problems and issues. I've had so much of this, and they are doing this on my children too. Own family members. Own family members. You try to move on past those who have issues with you. Okay? Legion. They conjure up legion of demonic spirits, and this is the child or children's father and siblings involved. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you, so they are conjuring up. They could have done some offerings to a marine spirit to gain power against you, because they want power, control. They want to crush this divine feminine down, and have her constantly working at a loss, have her constantly trying to build back up. And every time she does, this divine feminine, they come in and snatch absolutely everything. Candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As a flame burns, their energy increases. So they are literally drawing energy and life out of this divine feminine to have for themselves. They really want this divine feminine's maybe brain, the way she thinks, heart, the way she feels. Soul. Mind, body and soul. Mind, body, soul and spirit wounds. Very deep wounds. Very deep wounds. But they don't care. They honestly, these people, they do not care. They're so ruthless. So ruthless, yeah, words alone. Straight up copy and pasting words alone. Loyalty. Maybe you showed loyalty to these people and they showed no loyalty to you, because you are the gifted one. And they are jealous of your gifts. Magic and battle. Spiritual warfare. Heavy, very, very heavy spiritual warfare. Battling, they are battling against this divine feminine for what's rightfully hers by physical law, by spiritual law, and by universal law. Physical, universal, and it's a win-win outcome, so it could be. And we've got sacrifice there. Wow. So sacrifice several different times. They keep doing this. It's like a routine for them. It's like they never learn, because they've got away with it for so long. A personal issue reaches resolution. They've got away with this so long. Could be something to do with your charm, artistic flair, beauty, the way you are. 23. There will be success from. And then we've got benefit. So they want to benefit from your success, from what you are working for, what you keep working, what you keep striving for, any of your studies, anything, any of your ideas, absolutely everything. You could be a water sign. And then we have, and then we have what makes you feel secure, support, your home base or family. So family is involved. It could be a teacher. What you learn, maybe you teach. Be positive about, grow and expand. There could even be some sort of teachers involved. They want to take what you cherish most. Teachers, college lecturers, what the lecturers, teachers, tutors, that's the one. Even students could be involved in this. Lecturers, tutors. I know there's a hell of a lot of people involved in doing what they've done to me and my 4 kids, and I mean a hell of a lot of people, and it's a hell of a lot of crimes against one person. Maybe you shouldn't have survived this. Communicate, which is what they are. Try to stop you from doing Mercury energy. Analyse. Let your mind tell you how to. Your hard work is paying off in reverse. So it's not their hard work. With this, like, dark magic, it's dark sacrificing. We've got purification to resurrect. So maybe you should have been gone by now, and you keep resurrecting like Jesus Christ did. Maybe you keep resurrecting like Jesus Christ, and maybe they don't know how you keep getting back up after everything you've been through. Patiently, what you want, get what you need. Second house. They're even using the universe, or it's like, because of what they're doing to this divine feminine and children, and they keep teaming up to do this type of thing to the divine femme, there's disasters all over the world. Don't let your past hold you back, and they want you to keep focusing on everything, what they have done, what they keep doing. Saturn energy, they could be into Saturn worship. Saturn energy, heavy on the Saturn energy, Saturn worship. And maybe they think that because they worship the devil, they should be able to get away with all this. First house, who you are, your desires, your actions. And then we've got Pisces energy, spirituality. Trust your psychic knowledge of. For humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. Maybe you want to change the world for the greater good of your children, for their children, for their children's children, and family around. They don't care about their future. All they care about is the here and now, and what they can get in there and take and get in there and keep taking and scooping. Like, what they can get in, and they don't care about creating a lot of generational karma for themselves, and they really don't care about doing this generational hex because they think it's just going to hit this divine feminine, and it's not. It's hitting the children, and it's going to hit their children, and it's going to hit their children's children, and their children's children. But this ex-children's father, he doesn't care. All he cares about is me. I don't want to go out and work. I don't want to work hard towards something. I just want to go in, take everything, because I think that I've got the right, and this is what I'm getting, okay? And then family members, siblings, whoever else is involved, and people in the community, take. All they care about is just taking whatever they can. It's pure greed, and it's pure mammon energy. Okay, so these people are not even themselves anymore. They've gone far beyond any type of healing. These people cannot be healed. These people don't want to be healed because they think that money is going to heal the void what they've got on the inside, because they've got no hearts left, they've got no souls, they've got no hearts left, they've got no souls. They don't care about suffering the consequences to their own action service to the animal world. They could also be using magic on your animals, if you have animals, pets, okay? Becoming braver, resilient, experienced, growing stronger, fresh perspective. You just keep growing stronger. You just keep growing stronger. And then they want to shoot you down. It's always tea time. They just want the world to give them a good reputation. They just want the world to give them a good reputation because they want to be pushed into some sort of spotlight. And be like, look at me. Look at what I've got with all this stolen work money. This stolen... But as you can see, here, 31, it's literally starting some sort of a world war, what your family members are doing, and they don't care about destroying the planet. All they care about, again, is themselves and what they can gain by doing these sick sacrifices. Armageddon. Strong on the Armageddon energy. Could be significant for some. Strong on the Armageddon energy. But they really don't care. So we've got Armageddon, okay? We've got Mammon, okay? We've got Lucifer, we've got Satan, because they could be seen as two separate entities, okay? Baphomet energy, empathy and harmony. You could be an empath, okay? Maybe you want to create harmony and all they want is war. Maybe you keep transforming. Exhaustion, they just want to tire you out, they wear you down, they want you to be exhausted. Recuperation, they could be in recuperation right now, they could be exhausted themselves, they could be recuperating, okay, they could be going quiet for a while until it all kicks off again. Honesty. They're not very honest, genuine people. All they want to do is cause conflict, when all you want to do is bring some justice. When all you want to do is bring justice. Hey, hey. Freshman. And then we've got trouble. And we have success. So they have been making some dodgy dealings, a lot of handshaking, okay, lots of passing money around, maybe hush hush money, with this refreshment, energy vampires, because they are latching and attaching onto your energetic field, and I've had similar done to me, and it's like all of a sudden you can feel totally normal, and when these type of people are around you, your mouth just goes dry really quick, because the vamps, they could be working with the vamps, because they are vamps, vampires, energy vampires, they could be working with the energy vampires. Water in reverse, yeah, so they want to literally suck you dry. So there's nothing left. Something's around sucking dry because then there's nothing left. And again, heavy on the Capricorn. Energy, dedication to achieve, focusing on, resulting from the rules imposed by. They want you to play by their rules, okay? Just keep going down, shut up, okay? Don't speak out. But they're broken, they're broken. They don't care. This is all I'm getting is they do not care. They will do this to anybody. Purification to resurrect, but you keep resurrecting like Jesus did. Because you've still got a message to share. You've still got a sole purpose to fulfill. Methods for the power, methods for the healing power of. And then Mars energy. They're going to make literally the full universe collapse. This is what I'm getting. They're going to bleed the country dry. With the greed. Again, heavy on the mammon energy. With the greed. We've got Botis, Velfor, or Valifor, however you say that. Andras, Saliers, Bathin, Person. However you pronounce it. It could be wrong. Okay. It could be wrong. Some of these people could be linking to some sort of church grounds, okay? There could be something surrounding going into a church and making deals with people who work in the church. Restraining. They could have actually done whatever they can to pin you down. Manhandle you. So they can take what they want by deception. Yeah, they're very, very, very deceptive. They're very deceptive. Moderator. They could be moderating your calls. They could be watching messages and emails. They'd be really discreet, like. They're trying to be discreet about this. Temperance in reverse, and we've got King of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So water sign type of energy. Could be linked to an ex, a family member. They like to work with demons. Something surrounding defending the devil and the demons. Defending like some sort of devil and demon. Like they literally want to bow down to the devil and they want to destroy this planet. They want to destroy this full planet. They want to destroy the full planet. These are the type of people who are going to destroy the full planet. Because they are jealous of your success. They don't want you to be seen as successful. They want to create illusions and confusions all the time. Partnership. And partner. They could be partnering again with other cults or covens. Making deals with devils, demons. They're making deals with devils, demons. They're partnering with anyone they can to take absolutely everything off this divine feminine, and literally they don't care as long as they get what they want, because they're all about the here and now. Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius, it could be an Aquarius involved. All about the here and now. Could be something to do with poisoning water. Okay. Virgo energy. So these could be any of your star signs or the star signs which are involved. It's very frustrating, like it's just so frustrating. Drugs. There could be trying to make out like you're just off your head and you just sprung out on drugs. Don't listen to her, you're just off your head, sprung out on drugs. They could be travelling, partnering with other people who are major drug takers and say, go do this for us, go do that for us, I'll give you some of this. I'll give you some of this, I'll give you some of that. Go on. Because maybe they don't want to spend a large amount of money. They could just be using people, anyone they can, to do low vibrational things while they're doing all this to watch you wherever you go. But do it discreetly. Alright, do it discreetly, but then make it quite obvious, but then do it discreetly, but then make it real obvious. And they really are playing games. It's game over for these. Bank failure. Bank account could be getting closed. Bugaboo could be significant, keeping a promise. Falling apart, falling into pieces. Maybe you could get angry, you know what I mean? You could get mad about what they are doing. Stand up for yourself, and it creates more and more battles. The more you stand up, the more battles it creates. The more you keep fighting against it, the more they keep recruiting. Just keeps going and going. And the more you keep fighting against it, and they're messing up the planet. They don't care though. They just want to see you fall to pieces. Depositing checks quite possibly, okay? Or handing cash or drugs. So 1 minute they're skin and the next minute they've got a lot of money. Take advice. Maybe you could give some of these people some advice at some point, and they could be just giving out bad advice. Go on, go do this for me, it don't matter, we'll get away with it. We've got this person who works in this area, shaking hands with. We've got this person who works in this area, shaking hands with. We've got this person who works in this area, so there ain't no way, shape or form she's going to get justice for what done, because they could be linking to a secret society and they want to command people. They want to command people to do low vibrational things. Commanding officers could be involved. Commanding officers, commandos could be involved. Commanding officers could be involved. Who are still active in the military today, or ex-military, ex-commanding officers. Ex-commanding officers. So people outside of the family has got involved in doing some sick stuff. But I just don't think they'd want this to happen to someone who they truly loved. But because they've got no care for this divine feminine, or you divine feminine, because they have no care, because they have no care, they have no care because they're demonically possessed and they need an exorcism. Some people, they need to go on soul retrievals, but they're refusing to do their own inner work. Brother and sister involved. refusing. They totally refuse. They refuse to give back anything what has been stolen. They're refusing to give anything back. They're totally point blank refusing. But I am getting that some of these people, a lot of these people, actually look up to you. Which is bizarre. Truth be told, some of these people, or a lot of these people, actually look up to you. So, what are they doing? But if you keep resurrecting like Jesus Christ, they need Jesus Christ. They need Jesus Christ, but they don't care. They'll pull anything out. Maybe something to do with graveyard. Give him a neck click then. Maybe something to do with graveyard. With this ungrounded, there is ground there, so they could be pulling up things from underground. Okay, they could be using some sort of graveyard dirt, conjuring up some sort of graveyard, ex-military people, people who's done really horrific things, are not just military. It's people who's done really, really, really horrific things, and they want to conjure them up and then command them towards this divine feminine to spiritually attack. That's the truth. 46 on the clock there. That's the truth. Conjuring things up to spiritually attack this divine feminine to create more warring between family, between friends, with people across the whole world. Yeah, families involved in doing this. Just because they want to rock your foundation, just because they, in reverse, something to do with even suffocation, restricting airways, restricting blood flow, some really sick, sinister things what families been getting involved in. They don't care about healing the earth. 46, they just want to destroy. They just came here to destroy. By sacrificing people and taking whatever. It could be someone who wants to be seen as some sort of cult, gang, coven leader who's involved. Okay, or someone who wants to be seen as a gang leader, demonstrate. There's a lot of sacrifice energy. It's come out a few times now. It's there. It's written there. This is how they work. I see a woman on her own with a child or children. They look like they're doing well for themselves, and they look like they've got this, and they look like they've got that. And you know, obviously they've got a lot of women involved in doing this. But how can people just sit back and do this to somebody? 48, something surrounding. How can I do this? But in their groups, they make deals with each other, and they want to get themselves a fair deal. They want to get themselves a fair deal. They're very cruel. They're very, very cruel. They're very sick. They are very, very sick. Let's see what I can get from this. Domination spells. They just want to dominate. just want to dominate. They don't want to see, they don't want you to see how talented you are. Or maybe they do see how talented you are, but they want to take that talent for themselves. Land could be doing, they're trying to take some land, or they want to keep taking because they want to have land themselves. It's somebody who's just, it's a group of people, again, who are very, very materialistic, conspiring, okay? Monster, petrol station. These people are monsters. These people are absolute monsters. They are absolute monsters. They could always be popping into the petrol station because if they are following and they can't get people on foot, they'll get people in cars, bikes, you know, and they're getting the kids involved in this sick, sinister, they're brainwashing people into doing this. Brainwashing anyone they can, anyone who will, anyone who's willing, copycats as well. Straight up copy and pasters, alright? Straight up copy and pasters. So maybe trying to copy and paste full energy. Door. Be careful who you let in. You need to be careful. Some of these are working just to get themselves at a top spot on the back of someone else's hard work, off the back of someone else's energy field, off the back of someone else's ideas. Rock music. You could be into rock music, they could be into rock music. Rock music is significant in this connection. Sheep. They're all sheep, really. They want to follow this sick satanic leader. We've got town. Something maybe to towny. Machete, something to do with like some sort of machete or something like that. Detective. And nightmares, I mentioned this. Terrorise. I'm getting that if you do speak out, or if you are trying to speak out, they will do what they can to terrorise and keep traumatising, and they think it's great. But you know what I think it's absolutely disgusting? How men out there, these military men and ex-serving military men, can be so goddamn disgusting to women. False reports. Could be filing a load of false reports. Sickness. Watch. Maybe with how much they have been watching, following, doing all these horrible things, could have made you sick. You could still be feeling sick right now. And I'm not surprised because these are very, very sick, sinister people. Garage could be linking to the garage. Someone who works in a garage, someone who has a garage is involved, okay? Someone who works with motorcycles, cars, perverting the course of justice because they are outlaws. Also linking to a farm, heavy on this energy, very heavy. Very, very heavy. These aren't no real men. They're not. These are not no real men. Bromance. But they're all in this toxic bromance. But they are retarded, is what I'm getting. They're absolutely retarded. Because if they've done this to this divine feminine child or children, family, exes and stuff like that, friends, people in the community, then how many other times, 54, how many other times have these people been involved in this? Hit and runs, you see, they're involved in hit and runs. Hit and runs. Hit and runs. A lot going on. A lot going on. Warrior. Maybe you've been a victim a lot. You've survived and you have become a warrior. Car, hit and run. Hit and runs. It's actually really tired this reading. But I'm not surprised because it is literally typing it into energy vampire, like something. People in this energy, in this connection, in this reading, what I'm picking up on. And they just want to drain you of everything. Your root chakra, all your chakras, your solar plexus, crown chakra, the lot. Someone who's involved could be losing their garage, okay? Losing garage. Maybe you're a rising star. Doctor and farm. This doctor has been helping people work up or used to work up or have been working up at this farm in this satanic cult. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there because, like, they will do this to anybody. They will do this to absolutely anybody. These are the type of people who are never inheriting the kingdom of heaven. These are the type of people who don't care about Jesus Christ, okay? All they want to do is serve their own agenda, okay? They might think that they are working for the devil, okay? But they're just serving their own agenda. Because when their time is up and they pass, the devil's going to torture them for thousands and thousands of years. The devil is going to torture them for thousands and thousands of years for humanity's sake. We've got for humanity's sake. For all the torturing, what they've done to others. But you see how they're all grabbing hands. For humanity's sake, that when their time comes, they're going to be tortured for thousands and thousands of years by the devil when they pass. Because as a medium, like, look at Jesus. Jesus resurrected, do you know what I mean? And Jesus comes back all the time. Jesus will always be around. Jesus will always be king. These people really need Jesus. They need to turn to Jesus. They need to repent, but they don't care about anything like that. This is people with very, very, very heavy hearts, and they're money, power, hungry, and they just want to be remembered for being evil, mad, and just creating war and that's all they want. That's all they want. All they want is war. They do not want peace. They do not want love. They do not want light. They thrive on toxicity. Maybe some of these people have been involved. They have been taking their last breath. Some of these people could have already passed on. Okay. Some of these people could be dying in the most awful ways, you know, by like heart attacks, 59 o'clock there, by heart attacks, hemorrhages, like aneurysms, clots, blocking arteries, some of these people could have already needed some sort of operations. People involved, they could have already been getting operated on, they could have needed some operations. They could have needed operations. They could be needing some sort of operations. They have maybe gone through some sort of operations. Because of the dark energy keeps backfiring, it was all ones there. Because the dark energy keeps backfiring. Cancer. Some people could be even dying and passing of this horrible disease. Some people could be dying of that. So let's come out again. Really tired with this reading there. This could be why they try and latch onto other people's energy and do these things, because they want to keep themselves up and running. Fire. They could be sick of this passion reigniting, this fire reigniting. They could also be doing some sort of fire magic. Okay, they could be doing something to just burn. Fire magic. Any type of dark magic they can think of, what they know of. They go to people who are seen as professionals, practitioners, wherever they can find different ethnic origins, and they're like, show us your skills, do this on this divine feminine and her child or children. Live out loud. They could even be going to people who are lots of tribal type of people. Try and stop you from levelling up. Storms. All these rings. These different rings. Crime rings. People involved could be getting married off the back of stolen money. Paying for weddings on the back of stolen money. Buying gifts for each other with giving and receiving with stolen money. And then they could be looking at you to see if you're still here. We've got miracles. And maybe they feel like it's a miracle that you are still here. You are still alive. How can she still be here? Is what I'm getting. How is she still here? Masked Jumbie. Different masks, okay? Use your intuition. No secrets revealed. Getting in tune with your intuition, they could be trying to block and stop your intuition. Sending people towards you who are just wearing masks. Badges, lanyards, stuff like this. actors, people acting like they are there to help, but a lot of them are not. Practicing grounding. Could try to shame you, to tear you down. I've got sacred lust there. They could have tried to body shame you. They could have been doing some sort of degrading rituals because they desire to see you degraded time and time again. Wow. And wow. Somebody who gets on and off, they really get off on abusing women. They really get off on this. They really get off on it. They just want to fulfill their sick desires of continuing it on in their different rings. Different crime rings. Someone who's involved could have been married multiple times, okay, there could be, there's definitely some sort of marriage. Somebody in this, they've got married on the back of someone else's. So, wearing us. Maybe then some people believe you don't deserve this. These good things. And anything good, they will come in and take that as shown. Fearless love. Maybe you love yourself fearlessly. Good juju. So if you've got a lot of good karma, and they want to take that, they're doing some deals, doing some sick things. Destiny swap. Okay, destiny swap. Anyone who looks like they've got a good destiny, here they are. They've got a lot going for them. They will sacrifice that person and take that. It's a destiny swap. Energy swap. And they want to bang their bad karma on this divine feminine, but this could resonate with multiple people around the globe, and they can even be doing this to a masculine, but with the masculine card and even another feminine card, they're all coming out in reverse. They're all liars, they're all selfish, they're all devious, they're all calculated, very cold and calculated. Always there to make out like they are there to help you, but they just want to treat you like trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. Treat you like pure trash when they know you deserve more than that. They know that, but they know that. And we've got sacrifice again, Ace of Swords are true. And they keep doing it all the time. They're getting multiple people involved in doing their rituals, different ethnic origins, okay, different races, okay, and a lot of different religions. A lot of them involving sacrificing. Like a lot of religions, they all link back to the devil. They're using every single devil or demon known to man. So, for some, a divine feminine has been sacrificed to every single devil and demon known to man. Every single entity known to man. And you keep resurrecting like Jesus did. Maybe quite possibly they just want to take your something to do with spiritual ranking, or you outrank these people and they don't like that. Waking up. Maybe they don't want you to wake other people up to what they are doing. Because if you did, or if you do, then they all should be going to prison. Yes, as far as that is true. They all should be going to prison for hundreds of years between them all. Okay, some people could actually even be getting deported. People could be actually be getting deported. For trying to take other people's independence, financial stability, work, gifts. That could be physical gifts or spiritual gifts. Yeah, physical gifts or spiritual gifts, spiritual inheritance, physical inheritance. Working. Enemies. Because they want to trot around and go, look at me, look at how successful I am, off the back of someone else's hard work, off the back of someone else's study, off the back of someone else's energy. And then they could, we've got motorcycle here, could be a motorcycle club involved. Then they want to label this Empress as mentally unstable, and also not even just mentally unstable, a transfer of that to them and their energy and to their bank accounts. So quite possibly there will be a lot of proof of this. Warlocks, witches, King of Wands, it's like a warlock energy, Ace of Wands there, and they do this. So maybe different sexualities as well, you know, getting people in the LGBTQ doing that. Getting people in any ring, any group, any gang, any cult, any coven. They can even be going down there on their motorcycles, but look at the wand in the hand. Tower moment. Bank accounts could be closing down, okay? Not just crown chakra attacks, because they could have been that, okay? Bank accounts, or they're trying to cause tower moments in your life to get you locked up so they can walk away scot-free, and quite possibly several different people or more are going to get their bank account shut down and they're going to get put in prison. They're going to get the bank account shut down and they are going to get put in prison. My stomach's rumbling now. Sending peace, love and light, and I hope you get justice sooner rather than later. Sending peace, love and light.